While being a Sigma male can be an empowering and fulfilling experience, it can also make it difficult to find love. This is because Sigma men are intelligent and think more deeply, making them hard to read and difficult to approach. They have a different set of values and priorities than most other men, making it hard to find love like the rest of the world. These men play by their own rules, making them strong and attractive yet often intimidating. They are not easily impressed and can be difficult to understand. So it is no surprise that many Sigma men struggle to find true love. While intelligence and independence have their advantages, they can be a double-edged sword. They can work as a filter that helps them keep out those who do not match their values, but they can also work as a barrier that prevents potential partners from getting close. Here are 10 reasons why Sigma males struggle to find love. 1. Too many princesses who can't put two words together. While it's perfectly normal to want a beautiful woman, many men end up with someone who can't even hold a conversation. The world is full of princesses who don't think and can barely put two words together. While they may be attractive, these women lack depth and intelligence, which can be incredibly off-putting to a Sigma. They don't even fit the bill for a casual relationship, let alone for a serious and meaningful one. Sigma men value intelligence, ambition, and strength of character, so these princesses don't even make it on the list. Unfortunately, they are so common that it can be difficult for Sigma men to find someone up to their level. These men don't get fooled by pretty faces and flashy clothes. They need someone who can think for themselves. It's not easy to find a woman who is more than just beautiful, but it's not impossible either. Sigma men prefer to take their time and search for the right person, so there's no point in settling for someone who doesn't fit their criteria. They look until they find a woman who can match their intelligence and depth of character. There's a saying that goes, "Better to be alone than in bad company." This couldn't be truer for Sigma men looking for love. 2. Many women secretly play on multiple fronts. These women don't understand the concept of commitment. They think they don't need to put in any effort if they are with someone. They take advantage of their partners and secretly play on multiple fronts. Unfortunately, this is a common problem, and it can be hard for Sigma men to find someone who wants to stay faithful. These men value loyalty and honesty, so they don't want to waste their time on someone who isn't ready for a committed relationship. These women will pretend to be in love until they find someone better, so it's up to the man to read between the lines and recognize when this is happening. They may act like everything is fine one day, then run away when things get complicated. Sigma men have sharp eyes and can easily distinguish between genuine commitment and a person playing games. Once they figure out something isn't right, they will move on without hesitation. It doesn't matter if it's after one date or after several months. If something seems off, then they will cut all ties and move on. Sigma men don't tolerate lies and betrayals, so they will quickly dump anyone who tries to take advantage of them. 3. Lying to them isn't so simple. While some men may accept lies and half-truths, Sigma males are not so easily fooled. They have a sixth sense that makes them see the truth no matter what. While most men can be manipulated into believing something that isn't true, Sigma men are too smart for such tactics. They don't believe everything they hear and will use their intuition to determine whether she is telling the truth or not. Women who lie to them will instantly be outed, and it's very unlikely that they will come back for more. Sigma men are not interested in liars and manipulators, so once a woman lies to them, she is out of the game for good. It doesn't matter if she apologizes or begs for forgiveness. The damage has already been done, and there is no coming back. It's like breaking a mirror and saying sorry. It doesn't make the pieces go back together, no matter how hard you try. Sigma men prefer honesty and transparency, so they will never trust someone who has lied to them. They are not the type of men who can be easily fooled, but they are also not those who will stay and endure lies. If they catch her in a lie, then it's game over. 4. Their high standards get in the way. While many men accept mediocrity in relationships for fear of being alone, Sigma men don't have this problem. They are very picky when it comes to women, and they won't compromise on their standards just to have someone. This can be a great quality, but it can also be a hindrance for them. They don't see the point in settling for someone just because they are available. They don't look for perfection, but they do look for someone worthy of their attention and loyalty. They also offer a lot to the table and expect the same in return. This can be difficult for some women, especially those used to being treated like a princess without having to do anything in return. Sigma males may have high standards, but it is for a good reason. They have seen it all and know what they want, so they won't settle for anything less than they deserve. It's not about being selfish, it's about having respect and dignity. 5. They are not impressed by modern beauty standards. We see it everywhere, from magazines to social media. This so-called modern beauty standard is created by the media. It's hard not to be influenced by it, and some women take it too seriously. They become obsessed with their appearance and do whatever they can to fit in and look like the models on magazine covers. While this makes some men drool, Sigma men are not impressed at all. These women are just a bunch of clones, and it's obvious that they don't have any substance. They may look good, but it's not enough for Sigma men. What's the point in having a polished exterior if the inside is empty? It's like having a beautiful car with no engine. It's useless. Most men simply go nuts when they see those perfect bodies, but Sigma men are more than just hormones. They don't care about looks as much as they care about intelligence and personality. It doesn't matter if she is the most gorgeous woman in the world. If she has nothing going on upstairs, then she won't even get a chance. These men seek something more than just beauty. They look for someone who can satisfy them intellectually and emotionally. 6. It's hard to find someone who understands how their mind works. Sigma males are not like most other men. They think differently, process information differently, and have a different outlook on life. It's hard to find someone who can keep up with them because most people don't understand how their minds work. Their minds are constantly working, and they need someone who can keep up with them and challenge their thought process. Unfortunately, many women are incapable of doing this, so it's hard to find someone compatible with them. This isn't to say that they are too smart for the rest of the world. They just think differently and need someone with similar intellectual capabilities. The Sigma personality is complex and unique, so finding someone who can truly understand them is hard. They have nothing against people with different beliefs or opinions, but they won't waste their time on someone who can't meet them halfway. Otherwise, they get bored quickly and move on without any hesitation. 7. Many women are not what they seem. The world is full of people who pretend to be something they are not. This isn't rocket science, but it still catches many men off guard. Many women pretend to be something they are not to get attention from men, but this doesn't work easily with Sigma men. These men are naturally skeptical, which is why they are so good at seeing through lies. While some men may fall for a woman's pretenses, Sigma men won't stand for it. They may not say it out loud, but they can sense it a mile away and will quickly shut her down. These men don't like to be fooled or manipulated, so they prefer to be upfront and honest when she tries to pull something. They are not the type of men who will take someone at face value, so they won't trust a woman until she proves her worthiness. While this may sound harsh, it's a necessary measure for them to take to protect their hearts and minds. Some Sigmas have been burned before, so they know how important it is to keep a safe distance from potential liars. 8. The world itself seems to favor something they're not. It's no secret that the world is full of people who don't understand each other. We all have different beliefs and opinions, which is great in some ways but can also be a source of frustration. Most of the population favors certain types of people and lifestyles, while Sigma men are often left out or judged for not fitting into the mold. They find themselves in a strange position because they may be attractive and intelligent, but the masses do not appreciate their unique ways of thinking. They don't get the same recognition as other men do, and it can be hard to find a place that allows them to express their thoughts without judgment or criticism. Women don't always understand them either, and many of them may see Sigma men as strange or weird. This is why Sigma wants a woman who can see beyond the surface and isn't brainwashed by society. Someone unafraid to think for herself, have opinions, and stand up for her beliefs. 9. They value their independence and freedom too much. Sigma males don't like having their decisions made for them, so a woman who tries to control or manipulate them will not get far. They may be attracted to her at first, but when she starts pushing her agenda on him, he will quickly lose interest. Trying to change a Sigma is like trying to break a wild horse. It's practically impossible, especially if the goal is to control them. These men prefer to be in control of their own lives, and they won't let anyone take that away from them. They may be open to change if it is for the better, but they will never submit to someone's power over them. Independence and freedom are two things that matter most to Sigma men, so a woman should respect those boundaries. She must know when to back off and let him take the lead if she wants to keep his attention. 10. Women mistake their intelligence for arrogance. Sigma men are quite intelligent, and some women mistake this for arrogance. They may think these men are too full of themselves or too entitled, but they couldn't be more wrong. These men simply have a way with words and know how to express their thoughts clearly, which is often seen as an act of arrogance. However, that's not the case. Sigma men may be confident in their abilities and opinions, but are far from arrogant. They respect others' opinions and are open to different ideas and perspectives, especially when it comes to women. They tend to keep a low profile and stay out of the spotlight, but once you get to know them, you will see their true self. They are humble, loyal, and passionate about life, but many women don't realize this because they mistake their intelligence for arrogance. Sigma men would rather find someone who can relate to them intellectually and appreciate their unique personality.